Hello, everybody. Wolfang here. Today is Tuesday, July the 8th. How we all doing? Good, I hope. Hope everybody's doing good. Uh, I had the day off. I had to take my wife to the dentist to get those teeth pulled. So she is out taking a nap. Well, not taking a nap. She's just laying down. But yeah, it is what it is. So that means I didn't do a lunchtime walk video. We were up early. She was, well, I was up early. She was up at 9. Her appointment was at 10. So, but at least she didn't drink anything this morning. I think she had a little sip of water because I know she's got to take, there's a pill she takes in the morning. But that's what they denied her a couple weeks ago when we went. uh, she was honest about it. She said, "Hey, I had to take my medicine and I had a cup of coffee," and they were like, "No." But she got it done this morning, so that's out of the way. There's nothing worse than a toothache or a couple. She had some back ones here pulled out, but I know plenty about it. So she's doing good. What the hell else is going on? Oh, we bought a new TV. I don't know if I've brought that up yet. So she's got her TV back in the living room. It's a Ruco. It's all right. I like it. Got a really good picture. Uh, the Texas flood. The body count is at 104. Was last I heard. Just sad. I That's just sad. Uh, what else? Food recalls. Aldi, I saw an article. I really didn't want to share that one. But if you want to go check out a food recall, I think it's 23 states or 32 states. Uh, Aldi stores, and it's all Aldi brand. And I was going through the article and I noticed that their seafood seems to get recalled an awful lot. So we have an Aldi's up the street. Uh, I definitely won't buy seafood from that place. Not from what I've been reading. The other news, and I've been listening, but there's a lot of talk about the Democrats. They're making threats. And should they be arrested? I don't know. I don't know. So I'm going to share this article with you guys and get it set up. It says the Democrat lawmakers say their voters are threatening blood and violence over an ability to hinder Trump. Now, and I've heard some talk about this. They've talked about it on talk radio and stuff. Democrat lawmakers say their voters are enraged at the lack of ability to counter President Donald Trump's agenda, with some saying they could resort to violence. Now, just in that little sentence there, paragraph. No, that's not. Is that quite a paragraph? The Democrats are the ones starting the shit, not the fucking voters. The outlet says it spoke to over 24 House Democrats to measure the temperature of the Democrat base. What it found was red hot anger and are going disarray to circumvent the rule of law, where explanations that Democrats simply don't hold enough power in Washington fall on deaf ears. We've got people who are desperately wanting us to do something, no matter what we say they want. That's Representative Brad Schneider, a Democrat in Illinois. Most of the lawmakers spoke on conditions of anonymity. Schneider's office did not immediately respond to a request for comment from Fox News Digital. Well, of course, they're not going to. And if I'm not mistaken, the guy in the picture at the podium was the one that did the speech for like 8 hours. The 1 minute magic turned into 8 hours. Our own base is telling us that what we're doing is not good enough. There needs to be blood to grab the attention of the press and the public. One such lawmaker said, well, why don't you give the name of the law? Who said that? Another said their constituents are convinced that civility isn't working and that they should prepare for violence to fight to protect our democracy. Well, last I checked, we're a Republican, not a democracy. A third lawmaker described some of the messages from people online as crazy, crazy as batshit, crazy as fuck, saying that some told them to storm the White House and stuff like that. The White House did not immediately respond to a request for comment from Fox Digital News. Another lawmaker compared Democratic voters to the Roman Colosseum. People just want more and more of this spectacle, the lawmaker said. Other constituents have insisted that lawmakers take on the risk themselves. Yes, I heard this yesterday, with one lawmaker saying they were told they should be willing to get shot. Yeah, so let's see, somebody from the Democratic Party goes someplace where they're not supposed to, and they turn into an asshole, and in return they get shot. They probably would love that because they would be yelling and screaming, "See what they did!" What I've seen is a demand that we get ourselves arrested intentionally or allow ourselves to be victims of violence. And a lot of times that's coming from economically very secure white people. Another lawmaker said, I'm so sick of the race thing too. A seventh lawmaker recounted a meeting they had with constituents that laid bare the desire for escalation. I actually said in a meeting, when they light a fire, my thought is to grab an extinguisher, the lawmaker detailed. And someone at the table said, have you tried gasoline? They added, wow. In other words, they were being a smart ass. That's, and I've said this, the hatred for our president with a certain group of people is crazy. It's straight up bonkers, man. It really is. You know, I don't feel sorry for him. Maybe, I don't know. Should you? It's just, what do they call it? That Trump syndrome, whatever. I guess maybe it is a real thing. I mean, I didn't care for Biden. I didn't care for Obama. Quite a few of them, but I didn't hate them. I would just, it's like, you guys suck. The only thing I'll give Obama was he was a smooth talker. He could get up there and give a speech. He could probably sell you swamp water in the desert. But yeah, this shit's getting out of hand. And with some of these Democrats and some of the bullshit they're saying, they should be arrested. That's my opinion. This is Wolfang. Blessed be, stay safe, and I'll bullshit with y'all later. Bye.